Russia says that the US can't stop Brics. The world will always be multipolar. The change from the old to the new world order. XRP and Brics get along. The fact that Brics is growing shows that the new multipolar order is taking shape. States from the global south and the global majority are becoming new places where political decisions are made. They want a more fair and just world where states are free to make their own decisions and where different cultures can coexist. As we've seen, moving to the new foreign border, I guess it will be a rough road as we go through history. And today we're going to therapy to talk about the future. Let's hear some news. All of the countries in the picture have successfully tested it as a P for cross-border settlements. As the Brics nations are saying goodbye to the US proto-dollar and hello to gold and other commodities, they are getting ready to use XRP as a global reserve settlement mechanism to make their economies more independent and stable in response to tensions with the West. One more interesting fact, boom, blue chip index from Stacks put XRP in third place. Plus, the most recent quarterly review from Stock says that Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, and Tron are the top 5 cryptocurrencies in the Stacks digital asset blue chip index. XRP makes up 11% of the stock, while 30% of Bitcoin and Ethereum stayed the same. The fact that XRP was included in the Stacks ranking made a lot of people optimistic. The Stacks Digital Asset Value Chip Index in particular is made up of high-quality crypto assets that mirror the current crypto scene. It covers 4 of 5 crypto sectors, which together account for 98% of the market's $2 trillion cap. X shows where Ripple is going. We're in touch with a lot of central banks. Ripple also works with a lot of different central banks. So far, only a few have been made public. It also includes real estate projects, tracking carbon credits, and fungible and non-fungible tokenization. It was made for business use and works really well. At Ripple, you're in charge of a lot of new projects. Could you tell me a little more about where you guys are going? In fact, I do talk a little about the xrp+, which is a public open source blockchain that Ripple works with and is one of the main developers of along with other developers. So that blockchain was mostly made for use in institutional level finance. It's very cheap to make a trade worth a very small amount of money. It takes 3 to 5 seconds, which is very fast. It can also be expanded. And it has been used in battle. It has been around for 10 years and has seen 2.5 billion transactions, which is more than any other blockchain. And there has never been a security breach or anything like that. Because of this, it was made with things like fees in mind. But there is also a lot of tokenization going on, both functionals as fungible and non-fungible tokenization. As an example, there are building projects. One is called Proper Home and is based in Portugal. They are making an XRP ledger real estate market where people can buy, sell, and rent. Homes, carbon market projects, and carbon credits help make sure that carbon credits are counted properly and not counted twice, among other things. Besides that, we also put in a lot of work for CBDC. We're talking to about 12 to 20 central banks. 4 tests have already been made public. There's also a lot of interest from the stablecoin side. And so we definitely put a lot of weight on this idea of blockchain banking being used by institutions. Then on the RippleNet side of our business, we help to hide these complicated parts so that users can have a smooth experience and use our services without any problems. This is something that can be missing if you have to connect directly to these protocols. That's kind of like how we use this blockchain and other things. You and I have talked about trust and rulebooks before, so are you happy with the ones we have now? Happy for now, they should just leave it for 3 years, and that's not really the truth, I'd say. I mean, we've been really excited about working with officials. We've worked with a lot of regulators. A lot of good things are happening in places like Singapore, Japan, Brazil, the EU, and the UAE where you can really see them. Do you guys agree? Maybe not as someone who grew up with crypto, though it's not perfect, at least it's clear. In the US, which is obviously a very important market, you see things like this being settled through lawsuits, which I don't think it is. And in the US, lawsuits never end. Another interesting fact is that Micah will cover XRP, but there is a catch. And a crypto expert and well-known member of the XRP community shows what he thinks is proof that XRP will be affected by the new Micah rules. When the party first made his case last month, he used details from 2 different study papers. In April, the Bank of France, Banque de France, put out a study that was one of the papers. The study was mostly about crypto assets and CBDCs. It talked about how finance is becoming more tokenized and the economy is becoming more digitalized. The study papers also pointed out that the markets for crypto assets microaggression are an important part of the European Union's efforts to create an active and strong framework for digital assets. The French central bank wants to digitize the economy and tokenize money, and this system would help them do that. Feather also shared an interesting story from Fidigital and a comment from Inge that say XRP is actually a digital token. He said that because the report said XRP was a normal digital token, it was Micah's job to deal with it. But this commitment wasn't all there was. The papers that say XRP is a digital token, on the other hand, have nothing to do with European financial officials. Because of this, you can't be sure if your government also sees XRP as a utility coin. A week after his first announcement, he planned to give more proof that the EU did in fact see XRP as a utility coin. He talked about a study from the Centre of Applied Macroeconomic Analysis at Crawford University that used a report from the UK Financial Conduct Authority to call XRP a utility token, and what the EU thinks about whether XRP, the treaty token, is good for XRP regulation standing in the box. This is significant for how businesses in the EU handle and